detail I remember from trying to grind souls earlier. Oh boy. Valkyrie and the Ouija table from which we get the soul that lets us heal by sitting on a chair. So now that we've beaten the boss and gotten a couple more levels out of that. We can see what else there is to find in this big room. And it is a big room if you take the time to explore it. Oh wait, we got the sniper soul. And we get another ghost dancer soul. Wow. Actually, it took me quite a long while to get the ghost dancer soul the first time I did this emulation, I guess. The last time I did this more like. Get a potion, and there is, I do believe, a corridor here with a few tombstones, but not evident right now that we cannot traverse because the switch to open this barrier is on the other side. I should, however, be able to check out what it's like down below in the basements of the chapel. Right after we unlock this warp room, which is also an important thing to do. Ghost dancers. Well, starting a completely new game like this does make me kind of covet fairly overpowered setups I have on previously worked on games, or files I guess, and New Game Pluses. Since these games do have a lot of replay value because of that. And a big part of that is becoming overpowered and being able to deal with the challenges in a more smooth way. Also, that is the Hellbore. I just realized that. Well, that was the Hellbore, but I wasn't able to catch its name before it died. And I just realized that part of the parallels between that and the Slaughterer is that the Hellbore attacks with an uppercut and the Slaughterer attacks with a straight punch. But the fireballs that the Slaughterer spits fly in an arc, and the fireballs that the Hellbore spits fly straight. So I guess it's, I don't know, little detail to further that, but, well, here's one of 3 stabbing demon enemies that we'll find in this game. Barbarizia, which kind of continues the stabbing demon archetype enemies from Aria. And much like those enemies, they are named after Divine Comedy Malebranca demons. And here's the White Bone Dragon. Pretty iconic enemy that in this case is guarding Traveler Cape, which I believe might be a better accessory than the... no, maybe not, never mind. And the power belt. Or maybe not. Also that was a guillotiner. And their soul is pretty useful, and since it is pretty low rarity, which isn't showing up yet because I haven't killed it yet, it's a pretty useful soul to level up and use for difficult fights, since it does pretty decent damage. Oh boy, I thought I would be able to jump through that. Did I kill it? It's not coming back. Yeah, I guess I must have. So we can only go so far down here though, because oh, there's a gap. A small gap right there with a puppet resting against it. And that gap is too small for us to cross right now. Also, here's kind of a demonstration of something that we will have to deal with later on for the end game and such. Do you remember how Arya had that thing where you needed to have certain souls or a specific soul set equipped to run fighting ground to get the true ending? Well, this game does something similar, but not quite in the same way. But we can show that that red wall that has the skeleton picture on it can be broken if you throw the skeleton bone, which is skeleton soul, at it. And there are 3 more walls like that to be found somewhere. But they need different souls. As in souls that we don't get automatically just by starting the game and playing through the intro sequence. Also, I think that we're also not going to be able to proceed too far in this direction. Or maybe we are, but we also run into a mirror room and a better accessory I would like to imagine, and maybe it will. Maybe it is. It does have better defense. You know what, I will. Since not dying is a pretty important concern right now. And it kind of is during most normal progression. If it is the first playthrough of this game. Hang on a minute. There. So that's pretty much all we can find down here for now, so let's get out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that since we can double jump now, we can also kick down. Like that. Which enables us to juggle stuff. I guess juggle Soma when jumping on enemies' heads, but I can't see a good example to do that with right now. This Hellbor could be. Or he could be if he didn't do that. Alright. I should probably heal. I think the ghouls could be a better example for that. Yeah, you can just keep doing this indefinitely, and depending on how high you are before you jump down, you do more damage when your kick connects. Which is an interesting implement, since you don't really get that many opportunities to go that high up. It's pretty much only one major example of that I can think of. Well, you can actually fall down, kick down a really ridiculous distance to hit an enemy down below for massive damage. Oh boy. So, let me see. We have the double jump now, which should mean that we should be able to access... Well, this is where the game stops being linear, pretty much. You can't just keep advancing in the same direction and expect to get somewhere. So now I have to backtrack a bit. What do I need to do? Well, first I guess I could go to the save room. That's probably a good idea. Right now. And I am getting a lot of souls without really putting that much effort into grinding, which is fortunate. And definitely not something that happened the last time I played, but oh well. There was something over here that I missed before, wasn't there? Oh yeah. Well, there was a water passage that we can't go through right now, so... Well, now there's a direction leading from the Garden of Madness. We have yet to explore. And it isn't the way to a No More Heroes boss. No, it is a way to the area that we would ordinarily reach by crossing the drawbridge from the outside. If we go left from here, there should be the way to a different area. Oops. Which is the Demon Guest House. Which is kind of like the hub, I guess, of the mansion. Or the castle, rather. Do we have 3 skeleton souls yet? Apparently not, because we're still level 1. I'm pretty sure that if we keep going in this direction, we can get to the outside where the other side of the bridge is. Back here in the Lost Village. And lower it by stepping on this thing. Which should be a convenient thing should we need to come back to the guest house through that direction in the future. But further into the future it will actually be a better idea to have the bridge up. Because if the bridge is down it blocks easy access to the Wizardry Lab through the same screen. And further into the future, the fact that the bridge is up will not be a problem. As far as being able to reach the other side. Well, apparently it didn't go quite far enough. Well, we can reach this place, but there's another gap in the wall with a puppet resting against it and not being wide enough for us to cross, So no, it seems that... Yep, it seems that we will have to climb higher up in the garden before we can do anything there. At least I'm pretty sure that's how to do. Well, wherever we need to go now, we need to double jump to reach. Oh yeah, I just remembered there's actually another boss we need to fight here. In the garden. Before we can leave. And before we can reach the next area. Oh shit. Also you get petrified if that thing hits you, because of course you do. And of course that was the one time it actually ever decided to do the petrification breath. Because now that we can double jump, we can actually reach up here. But first let's eliminate the hazard. That's right there. And stab Donkey Kong as well, or smash his head in more like. And get the Elfin Robe, which I'm pretty sure is also better armor. Yep. Oh boy. And so yeah, if the molluscas touch you, they poison you. Which I don't think actually hurts you, but drops your attack power dramatically. So not a fun status ailment to have. Well, thank goodness these guys will only go so far. Oh, I might have been in trouble there. So here's a save room. And up here is the next boss. With a Rikuna right outside the boss room. And we still only need the level 2 seal to get past, but once again we will not be using the seal after this moment because the guy in here is Dario. Apparently he's mad at Soma not because he killed Dimitri, but because that meant he didn't get to kill him instead. Well, he wants to become Dracula because apparently he likes the idea of doing this. Well, he does get a chance to get more power later on, but he doesn't really add that many more applications to it, but I might be getting ahead of myself. And as you can appreciate, this song is still the ahahaha song. So his attacks are also fairly predictable if you know what they are. And if you can see them coming in time. Rather than flinching and being acrobatic, he teleports around. And once again, this is pretty much a battle of attrition. I'm pretty sure this song doesn't really play at any moment except when you're fighting those two. Which this isn't the last time. You know, spoiler alert, but oops. But well, it wouldn't, I guess it won't really be a spoiler anyway since you see him survive after this fight. And he keeps doing this, which was kind of working on me for a while, but not anymore. I thought that the last pillar was supposed to show up between the two first ones, but I guess not anymore. So time to heal. Boy, pretty sure he needs to be facing me for that to work the way I expect. Well, almost entirely sure at least. Well, since I'm pretty sure he doesn't dodge as much. Oh, there we go. I was trying to do the special weapon move, but it doesn't really do that much more damage. Even if it does connect. Oh. Well, at least gotta use that MP for something, so why not this? And it didn't even work there. Oh well. So can I kill him before he beats me or hits me twice more? I sure hope so. Maybe, maybe not. I'm surprised he's lasted this long, actually. But you know, normally if I were playing this and didn't know what was going on, oh boy, well, time to do this again. I would probably just kind of give up after a while and grind more, but not this time. But then again, I'll probably do a lot of grinding in between streams, because this game's attack progression is pretty slow compared to Arya. But Celia doesn't want to lose the last of 2 candidates. So she pulls him away. And now she'll just be waiting for us at the top floor. Which is still kind of quite a ways away, so we won't be seeing her for a while yet. Or Dario. So for now we are left to keep exploring this place. And there's a path to the next area, which is the Demon Guest House. But before we do that, might as well make sure that we can't actually go that way yet. Alright. Actually, how long have I been going for? About an hour and a half. And apparently the posture I need to adopt in order to speak clearly into the mic is not something that my back is a very big fan of right now, so probably don't want to push it. Also, that is Persephone, the Kung Fu maid. She is back from Area of Sorrow. Also, yeah, I was going to say, pretty sure in this room we get a quick cutscene with Ricardo, who comes to chastise Soma. Apparently Mina's fine. And apparently now that he's here they're gonna support him. And apparently Mina sent him something. Namely a talisman. It's a letter. And here's this music again from the intro. It's kind of ominous. So she knew that Soma would leave, but yeah, the talisman will come in handy for a certain purpose, but right now I think it just increases luck very slightly. And well, let's see. Celia has a plan, but she's retreated for now. So we need to keep advancing towards the top floor. And we'll try to find out where Dario is in the meantime. In the rest of the meantime, we can try to explore this demon guest house with this Lilith enemy, who's not quite a succubus. There is a succubus enemy, but she is stronger. So we're not going to be fighting her yet. Also, the way this place is laid out is that there is a bunch of vertical rectangular chambers that look like this. And they each lead off to a few rooms on the right, like this. And some passageways on the left and right, kind of alternatingly. Alright, have a nice sit down in this bedroom. And off we go. And I believe this is where the devils start appearing, yes. Devils which work kind of similarly to the devils from Area of Sorrow, but not quite. They do swoop around, but they no longer swing their arms like limp meat sacks trying to hit you, as they did in Aria. Also, I'm pretty sure that if that kiss that the Lilith blows at you hits you, you either get hurt or you get cursed. But I'm not really sure I would find out in practice. Well, hang on, let me switch the weapon from the B equipment to the halberd, which I'm pretty sure is the strongest weapon I have right now. I might need that in just a bit. If the place that I'm heading towards through this hallway is what I think it is. It might not be, I don't know, but But here's a sliding block puzzle. It's not as bad as it seems because you don't need to put stuff in order, you just need to create a path. To go out to the corners. So what we can do here is to hey default is just disregard the numbers and try to make a path. Can we even make like a straight? No, we can't. You know what? Just reset that and do this instead. There we go. And with this we can go all the way to the right, or the left rather, the lower left. And you can see someone jumping around the map up there. As each room has its place. Also, if you visit the corner rooms or dead end rooms, you can find items there, so I try to visit every room. And I can right now, since I'm pretty sure I can find some pretty useful armor with just a corpse in one of those rooms. If we come out here, I think we also end up in the Lost Village. And we can backtrack up to here. If we start on the ground level, because we have the double jump now. But there's a few items lying around on the way, so... So might as well check it out. Oh boy. And here comes a peeping eye, and there it goes. And that's it. So back up we go. You know what, let me speed this up a bit. There we go. And what else? Oh yeah, I need to go back through these and maybe reorganize the thing. I'm finding new rooms now, I think. Or am I? I might be hallucinating that. Yeah, I think I was. So I want to check out the corners, but I also want to check out the dead-end rooms. So I want to check out room number 5, room number 8, and room number 9. I don't think there's one that you can only go into from the right. No, room number 12, that one too. There we go. So let me see, the easiest one would be 8. And we find a turquoise stud. Yeah, that's alright. I already told her I have no problem with that. But... Alright, now we need to look for the other rooms, some of them being 9 I guess, so I would need something to let me go down from a room I entered into from the right. I guess 3 will do the trick. There we go. And this, yep, here we go, the Just Corpse. Which gives better of everything except intelligence, which is for spells, so I don't really mind. I will take that trade-off gladly. At least for the time being. At least until I cannot find more versatile armor, so... Alright, we got... That's not 3, got 8 and 9. Let me try 5 now. I had 6 before. There we are. House showcase, I am going to assume that means Fallout 4 house based on what I've seen on that channel recently. And coat hole. Which is... I'm pretty sure that the coat hole is one of the weapons with which you can do a very special glitch that's very useful in the boss rush, but I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself because you need a specific soul to do that glitch, and a lot of magic to use it consistently. So what am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 and 14? No, 14 and 15. Or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6? I don't know. Look, I already went into 8, 5, 9, now I need to go into 12. And so to get there I'm gonna need 6, I'm pretty sure, so... Let me see if I can get 15 down there. Alright, and now to get 6 and 3. And 12. Can I even go up here? Because I'm pretty sure that's not connected to anything. So now I just end up in an empty room. That's weird. Would have thought the top would have just been blocked off. Oh well. And we find a great sword, which I hope is better than my claymore. Yes, it is. And now all that's missing as well. Hang on. This is 15, so it'll be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I need to go to 10 to just finish out the map, and then it's just a matter of doing this so I can There we go. Get to the upper left, which is the way to proceed. Do I go up or... No, I go left here. Well, if I'm right, that should make it so that I have gone through each room on this little... Yep, here we go. Maze of rooms at least once, and I have, so... Let's proceed to this next area, which is really the boss for the demon guest house, or at least one of them. There is another one that's kind of a mystery right now, but the boss that we will have to find first is in this direction. Through the marionettes, which I think curse you if you touch them. Or killer dolls, as they're called here. Pretty sure they were just called marionettes in Symphony. And a killer clown. Which doesn't say anything in this game, but it has a catchphrase in Portrait of Ruin, which is also in. And I'm pretty sure that was a boar. The spinning fiery lion thing, which doesn't really look like a lion anymore, but it still spins. It does have that going for it. And it is still flaming. Also, here's another one of those curious things you can find in this game. That looks important but isn't. This is just a giant piano with keys that you can walk on, and it serves no other purpose than being a giant piano with keys that you can walk on. You may think it's for unlocking something, but it isn't. You will tear your hair out, trying to figure out what it's for, and you will never find out. Because there is no answer to be found. Also, here's a room full of these things that we can step on, So let's, in order to reach this part of the room, which has a lot of ice, and if we make use of our ice breaking ability. Also, hang on a minute, I just noticed something's open that it isn't supposed to be. What is this? Oh well. Anyway. We can craft our way up through the ice to reach the top. And get the items that are up there. Namely, a War Fatigues shirt, I guess. And another Uman News issue. Even though this one is still 4, so we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves there. And again, I don't think that gets very many updates in the shop. That one says the light apparently came from thunderbolts, so not a lot of information to go on there. Also, we can fall in between these pillars, which makes it very difficult to escape, but it's perfectly possible even at this stage, since... Well, I kinda wanna do that now, destroy all of them, just for the sake of it. And for the experience, I guess, even though I'm pretty sure it's meager. Doesn't say. How well. Well, I have 315 experience right now. What happens if I kill the rest of this column? Where will that put me? Less than 200. That's nice. I thought too there might be an item on the other side of this room, but I don't know. Pretty sure I would have seen it by now. No, I guess not. So let's go back over there and climb up, because at the very top of this area there is the boss, and as is customary there is a save room right across from the boss room, so you know, as my need for the save room does increase the more I traverse a certain area. I'm gonna see if I can make a beeline for it right now. Well, there's also a warp room to find, I think, down here. So let me see if I can get that. Up here we are. So, pretty sure the save and boss rooms are nearby now. But this is also the room with that freaking Quetzalcoatl thing. Freaking plumed serpent, which isn't even a plumed serpent. Here we go. There, that's a boss room right there, but I think we can't actually go in there right now because we need another magic seal that we haven't found yet. I'm pretty sure it's in this area though. Well, I certainly hope I didn't accidentally skip the magic seal in the initial area, because it would be quite a tragedy. No, I'm pretty sure it is in this area. Yep, here we go, it's right there. And this one's a bit more annoying because it gets more intricate. There's 2 more levels of intricacy after that. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can see so much tracing the most difficult, or most intricate at least, seal in the anime intro that the game has. So if you were paying attention during that, then you already saw it. one-shot these guys now. That's good news. Well, I'm pretty sure the war fatigues that we got, yeah, raises attack but lowers defense. I don't think it's such a good trade-off. And apparently we can't get any better, truly better thingies now, and by thingies I do mean accessories. So what's down here, remind me. Well, this is the way to this high potion item. And this is the way to someplace else that I'm pretty sure we can't get to right now, because if we keep heading in this direction, we will find yet another gap in the wall with a puppet resting against it. And all of that will make sense very soon. Perfectly, in fact. Perfect sense, you may even say. Oh, get a boomerang. I'm pretty sure the boomerangs are really common drops from those guys, though. But they are useful for one purpose. One purpose that I have not been subjected to yet. Well, right now I would just like to bring death upon these things that are hopping around like mad. So that I can traverse this room without being interrupted. There we go. And there's another Umanuse things, guarded by killer dolls. And we leveled up just before the boss. Well, there's a reason why these dolls are here. I will leave that for now. It's 2 out of 2. The same one that mentioned light from thunderbolts. There have been numerous sightings of the creature high in the sky. Data has been saved. And thank goodness for that, because up ahead we need the level 3 soldier of the store to find out what lags behind, and well, it's the first actually difficult boss of this game. It's the Puppet Master, who kind of grumbles and spits out dolls like that, and he does this. He creates a hand puppet and he tries to put it into the Iron Maiden, and if he succeeds you switch places with it and it hurts a lot, so you do not want to let him do that. Also, he lasts for quite a while in terms of getting murdered. So this may take some dexterity. Also, this is the first time in the game you hear this song, which is Into the Dark Night, one of the most memorable boss themes in these games, I find. Because of the way it kind of goes crazy at the start, which is the part that's right after this one. Right here. With that kind of overdriven guitar sound. That's quite pleasing to hear, when you consider that it fits the tension of the situation. Alright, so far so good. Here we go. So time to save state, and it was like this, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was... Oh boy. Well, I guess we can't remember how to do this. Alright. Wasn't this, was it? No, it wasn't. Well, there's an easy way to remedy this. Alright. There we go. And even so, I need to redo it. There we go. And for that we get healed. And we get his soul, which allows us to throw up a bit and switch places with it. Which I guess does fit as it is his power during that fight. And luckily he did not get to show off. So with that soul in hand, or whatever one holds souls with, I can go back down here, past all of these murderous creatures, and keep going right here. Back to the previously impassable wall. Can't speak all of a sudden. The previously impassable wall, and equip the soul. And throw a puppet through the hole and switch places with it. There we go. So after killing a bunch of more of these clowns, we get to another one of these rooms with slightly stronger enemies in it, like this Valkyrie. I think the Valkyrie is just about as strong as the Lilith, honestly. Oh boy. And the Lilith keeps dashing backwards off platforms, which is kind of annoying when you do actually want to kill it. So what else can we find here? Well, in this room is the waiter skeleton. Actually, wait a minute. Is there some sound coming? Yep, I just saw that. And apparently I forgot to close the tab with Lambda stream, and when it restarted, so it was making a very quiet sound in the back part. Now it's paused. So, hello. So back into this we go. And now we can kill the ghost hunters in one hit. That's good. I would appreciate being able to kill weak enemies in one shot. It's quite a convenient thing. Here's another Persephone, and... okay, did I not kill the waiter skeleton at all? I don't remember. Oh well. It's not the only one of its type, anyway. Got another Uman news. What does that one say? Snowman living in the mountains spotted near the mountain village. Well, yep, the abominable snowman is somewhere near the village. But one has not only to figure out where that is, one also has to find a way to draw him out. Which is where the waiter skeleton soul comes in. What I need to know. Well, apparently I did not kill him. Well, let me see. If I'm right, there shouldn't be a way to progress any further up than this right now. Because it's blocked off, yes. So this guy needs to be killed. Like that. He also needs to give up his soul, but I don't think that's happening right now because it's 2 stars rarity. Oh hey, Lilith soul. Pretty sure that's useful for something, I think weapon crafting. Oh boy. But now that we have the Puppet Master soul, there is a very specific way we have to progress. And let's go to one of the other places we've seen where that soul can be used to You proceed in an area where you otherwise cannot proceed. Also, you can get warped into the actual gap in the wall, but luckily that doesn't really present a problem. So off to the warp room we go, to go to a very specific place, as I said. To progress. But first let's kill some more plants. We have to go to the Dark Chapel. Since you might recall there being a room with one of those puppet walls. Up where the boss, or by where the boss was. And where there were a bunch of tiny devils flying near the bells. So hopefully you can remember that, because that's the only way to do anything that counts as progress right now. Going past that point. Not gonna kill everything on the way, of course. So now that we're here, I might as well save. Already level 21. Time flies. Well, my experience with the preliminary playthrough I did in preparation for this is an indication then the natural leveling progression that the game has is good enough to make it to the end without assuming that you don't want to get absolutely everything. Well, absolutely everything that's within your reach within a first playthrough anyway. Since, well, it's not just like in Eye of Sorrow anymore, where it's like some items only show up in hard mode. Because there's the whole matter of the weapon crafting with souls, where you cannot get the best weapons without giving up unique souls. So the only way to get to 100% is to do multiple run-throughs. Also, we made it to this big room up here. We cannot get to that sword up there yet, though. Well, this room we have actually been to before. So we run into a blockade, which will be dealt with as soon as I get to it. It's down at the base of this place. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to die in the way. Or on the way, I guess. It's not technically in the way. Also, these tombstones are a lot less jumpy than the ones in the hallways. Which is quite convenient since there is a lot more stuff around. but denying its fate of being killed. Or trying to anyway. With varying degrees of success. Here we go. And now we can step on this and unlock that path. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be a lot jumpier because that's how it works. I guess keeping some vertical distance from it helps. And here we go, the condemned tower. I guess this is one of two tall structures that this complex has. There's also a clock tower after this, right after this actually, pretty much. But for now we must climb this tower, which has a pretty predictable, I guess, structure. Well, we can also check out this thing right here. This black gas erupting from the floor. And Julius looking at it. Well, apparently he can sense something bad below it. But it's impossible to check what's behind because the barrier's too strong. I could crack it, but just a bit. Apparently he didn't know about the Dark Lord's candidates. So yeah, we cannot go down here. It's impossible right now. But we will have to in time, as is often the case. Because what's down there is pretty much an inverted mirror image of the tower itself. In that it follows a pattern of big vertical climb in the middle with lots of lateral rooms along the way. Also disc armors. These guys are annoying. Because they use the inclines to their advantage, like this guy here. But they are dealt with easily enough, at least. I'm kind of wondering if it's worth it to try to kill that guy, because I don't remember if there's any, like, items or such of any importance up here. No, apparently not, so I'm doing this out of want. Personal want, that is. Oh god. And the freaking wheels roll all the way down and do not disappear until they come to a halt. Also, here's a fleaman. Oh boy. And instantly got the soul. And these guys, so yeah, this is the second of the Malabrak stabby demons. That one's called Dragonatso. It's one of the least or less common ones, I guess. Well, they already had Scarmiglion, Cagnatso, Barbarizia, and Rubicant, so I guess branching out was just the next logical step. Oh boy. And well, there's one more, and it's still in there, but we will not be meeting that one for quite a long while yet. Also, that is, yeah, this is the Great Axe Armor, which I haven't counted on yet. And you can see where he gets the name. I guess he's pretty much a stand-in for the red minotaur that this game has. Because you can, well, you can guess what his soul lets you do. And it's pretty much the same thing that the red minotaur's soul did in Aria of Sorrow. Also a werewolf. Which is kind of acrobatic, but also pretty predictable, if you know what its moves are. It's pretty much when you see it going blue like that and shaking them back away and jump predictably, or preferably rather not predictably. Well, both are kind of apropos. Oh boy. And of course there's a surprise spooler. And it doesn't die in one hit. Pretty sure there's more of those guys, like right here. And if you hit them, they slow down, which lets them fall through the hole, which they wouldn't otherwise do, so that's great placement. Also, there's a barrier over there, so can't leave the area yet. Need to keep climbing. Oh boy. I smell another boar coming up, and I was right, but at least there's an Uma news issue right here. So it makes sense to kill the guy. What does this one say? Creature drawn to intense light which came from thunderbolts. It's a creature in the sky. Also 3-2. Talking about the flying humanoid. So there is a creature in the sky that isn't the flying humanoid, which is drawn to bright light coming from thunderbolts. Well, we already have an idea of where we could create thunderbolts, which is what those Rikudas in the garden were for. Which is why we need their soul. Also, we're up to the boss, so... Well, I think what I'll do is... beat the boss and then make my way back up here, which I will need to because of what we're about to see. And then I'll call it for the game for now. Seal again, so I hope I remember how to do it this time. And the boss is Gargoth. I don't know why I saved state, I already saved it before, but... Well, Gargoth's kind of an interesting boss. And also one of the more memorable ones because of its design. And a little detail I guess, about its lore that we see after it's dead. And we'll also... the dexterity, I guess. That you need to fight it since it does hit pretty hard. In this, and it moves around, taking up most of the space in this very small chamber. And there is that detail plus something else that happens about halfway through the fight. That's kind of a unique thing. But for now, well, you can see its attacks. It can shoot lasers, it can shoot poison clouds, which hit me that time somehow. It can shoot petrification clouds, which I think it's about to do. Yep, there we go. It can suck in air to try to bite you, it can jump, and it steps around. So, if you know how to move and where to stand for each of its attacks, it's fairly simple enough, but, well, that laser hurts a lot, as in, pretty sure it can kill you, like, in 1 or 2 hits. And it's pretty much guaranteed, because of how much health you're expected to have at this point. And then he does this. And we get to fall through the entirety of the tower. Well, getting cheap shots at him, but then we fall, and he gets his head buried in the ground. But that's not all, because now his anklets break and he starts moving faster. So we gotta step it up. I think that's pretty much it though. Just gotta watch out too that he doesn't trap you. Trap you too close to the wall when he's about to do that biting thing. Or it might be altogether impossible to avoid, but that's not a very common thing. I think it's more up to the RNG too than to you, the player. Also, now that he is faster, his laser attack gets charged up and the animation is a lot faster as well. So I gotta watch out for that. Like right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to dodge this. Yeah, I guess I was. Never mind. Here we go. So time for the seal. Nope, screw that up. Screw that up. There we go. And we get Gargoth's soul, which... much like pretty much the soul of every other boss in this game, we can only get once. It fires a devastating laser beam, or once per playthrough at least. And once you know it, we need to fuse that soul with a weapon to get one of the strongest weapons. Also note, well, the walkways are gone, and all the enemies that were on there, or that may have been on there, are gone as well, so that's a plus. But that means that we now have to use the flying armor to get across. Oops, scheiße. And I was changing my posture there, so I wasn't paying attention to the controls. Oops. So pretty much we have to climb back up to the whole tower, because what we need now is in the room that was, or that is past what would have been the room where Gargoth originally was, if he hadn't completely destroyed that and made the whole entirety of the tower a single room. Or the whole interior of the tower, rather. Also, wow. My voice is trickier tonight than usual for some reason. But fortunately, you've already done this once, so it's actually quite simple. Or at least it is when stuff doesn't get in the way like that. Alright, almost there. This is where the save room should be, and right across from it there is the room with the tower key, which opens up the gate that we saw before, and the warp room. So let me go ahead and save. And check out the start of the next area, which is the clock tower. And I will pretty much call it. Just get the one cutscene that I'm pretty sure we get when we go in. And that'll be that. Yep, the cursed clock tower. And there's Celia. Yep, we've only come this far. It only took us 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to this point. You know, we're taking it easy. But apparently Dario has grown stronger by fusing with a demon of fire. Oh well, here's Ricardo. And Julius looking very worried. Apparently no one can stop Dario now. Well, I mean, it was simple enough the first time. So I guess she just wanted her to gloat. Oh boy, there's a surge of magical power coming from the river. So off they go. And Julius says to stay away, but Sama doesn't really understand the meaning of that. So he presses on. Also, this is Medusa Head country, so you know that's gonna be fun, but I think I'm gonna be leaving that for next time. And I might do some grinding in between now and tomorrow to make things a little less complicated. But for now I'm just gonna go back and save again. And there we go. And yes, we'll be going over to live stream after a quick break when I try to undry my throat. And we will be continuing with Misfits Season 4? Yeah, I think so. I just realized something. I think I skipped a mini episode from Season 3. So I guess I'll have to show that as well before I start with the next season. But yeah, we'll be doing that. So I'll see you in a bit.